Thus, the total caloric value of Russia remains unknown. And crowds of analysts, nutritionists, dietitians, political scientists, and associate professors can't figure out such a simple matter as the so-called nutrient content of the country, that is, its nutritional value. And the nutritional value, the overall nutritional value of a country, is a very important point. For example, in New Guinea, tribes primarily evaluate each other based on caloric value. And according to the Jungle Book about tasty and healthy food, the tribes, both the Andamanese, the Sentinelese, and the Karawai, can by eye but accurately assess the nutritional value of their neighbors. And based on this, they then decide on war, peace, attack, or good neighborly relations that will allow the neighboring tribe to fatten up. But these are jungle tribes, everything is clear there. When it comes to countries, the concept of a country's nutritional value and caloric content sounds, you have to admit, extremely strange. Nevertheless, this is a very important indicator because wars are voracious and they know how to consume countries from the inside out until only an empty shell remains. And then, when all that's left of a country is just a shell, just an outer skin, it takes only the slightest effort to crumple up that shell and toss it in the trash to the dump where the skins and scraps of all the great empires are already lying, mixed together with the worn out and discarded parts of gods who have outlived their usefulness. I'm only saying this to point out that for now, absolutely no one understands just how nourishing Russia is or how long it will take for the war to devour it completely. Of course, Russia is putting on a brave face, but judging by the frontline reports you can see on the Nevzorov Telegram channel, the so-called special military operation is already feeding very poorly. It's feeding only on washed up rot, on crutches, hepatitis patients, and freaks worthy of the Barnum Circus arena. By the way, here the Russian Ministry of Health suddenly, I'm not sure if it's a joke, haha, went ahead and published statistics on alcoholism in Russia. According to this official document, the regions of Chukotka, Yakutia, and Mariel have unfortunately been almost completely driven to widespread alcoholism. Drunks dominate there, run the show, and set their own rules. It all makes sense. It's clear why this is happening. It's precisely the small ethnic groups that are currently supplying the Kremlin with the main bulk of trench cannon fodder. Now, the inhabitants of these colonies, Chukotka, Yakutia, Mariel, are so drunk that they're ready, without hesitation, not just to join the special military operation, but even to sign up with Mussolini to demilitarize Ethiopia. They're ready to go serve Tamerlane to conquer Delhi. And these national minorities, already drunk to the point of complete numbness, they've never even seen Ukraine and have absolutely no idea what it supposedly did to offend Putin. Besides, the alcoholic hypnosis shuts off any unnecessary curiosity and unnecessary questions. They go off drunk, they die drunk, and even from their coffins, you can smell the booze on their breath. But they go anyway because a contract with the Ministry of Defense promises a magical blizzard of cash, which is supposed to at least cover up their poverty and allow them to stock up on at least a couple hundred bottles of vodka, if not for the hero himself, since he probably doesn't need it much in the coffin, then at least for his relatives. And as for, well, Natsmany, that's in quotation marks, of course, it's just a favorite disgusting expression of Russians.